Chapter 35. I'll start with a joke today. Where do baseball players go in New York City? The Empire State Building. Ha ha ha. Instead of the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building. Chapter 35. When last we left off, Despereaux had just lost his tail when Meg chopped it off after she missed killing him. Despereaux was pondering the reverse of the question. He was wondering not what he would do with his tail, but what he would do without it. He was sitting on a bag of flour in a shelf in a pantry, crying for what he had lost. The pain in his hindquarters was intense, and he wept because of it. But he also cried because he was happy. He was out of the dungeon. He had been recalled to life. His rescue had happened just in time for him to save the Princess P from the terrible fate that the rat had planned for her. So Despereaux wept with joy and with pain and with gratitude. He wept with exhaustion and despair and hope. Wow, that's a lot of emotions. Let me say those feelings again. Joy, that's a good feeling. Pain, ooh, he just lost his tail. Gratitude. Gratitude's a good feeling. That's an important one. We call that being grateful or being thankful. Exhaustion. We all feel that sometimes when we're just really tired. Despair. Oh, despair is a sadness so deep, you can't explain it. And hope. Hope is a good feeling. Hope is that wish or that dream that we all have. He wept with all the emotions a young small mouse who had been sent to death and delivered from it can feel. Reader, the mouse wept. And then he lay down on the sack of flour and slept. Outside the castle, the sun set, the stars came out one by one, and they disappeared and gave way to the rising sun. And still, Despereaux slept. And while he slept, he dreamt. Slept and dreamt are both interesting words because they're both words that don't put ed on the end. What don't they do?
Don't put ed on the end.
They don't put ed on the word. And sleep does not turn into sleeped, it turns into slept. And dream does not turn into dreamed, it turns into dreamt. Slept and dreamt both put a T on the end when you've already done it
for ed.
instead of ed. The dark took many shapes. The dark was his mother, uttering phrases in French. The dark was his father, beating the drum. The dark was Furlough, wearing a hood. And the dark was a huge rat, smiling, evil, and sharp. The dark, Despereaux cried, turning his head to the left. The light, he murmured, turning his head to the right. He called out and shouted, "Who are you? Will you save me?" in his dream, but the night did not answer. "Tell me who you are," Despereaux shouted. The knight stopped, swinging his sword, and said, "You know me." "No, I don't," Despereaux said. "You do," said the knight. He took off the suit of armor and revealed nothing, no one. The suit of armor was empty. No, there's no knight in shining armor. It's all make-believe. It's all happily ever after. And in his sleep, reader, the mouse began to cry.